as we start to move people from, gas combis to air source heat pumps and even like, infrared heaters and all these other new and upcoming heating systems, I think knowing how the property is actually doing in terms of if there is high humidity in an area that's maybe getting a bit of mold, or if there's really cold spots within a property. What is it? Because you guys have some little sensors that can report all of that information. Is that right?
That's right, yeah. So we've got two sensors. One monitors temperature and humidity. We usually use those in kitchens and bathrooms. And then you've got another which does temperature, humidity, and carbon dioxide. And essentially, by having those sensors, you're kind of able to gauge how healthy the home is. So if you've got a property that has very little kind of maybe extraction, fans, MVHR units or anything like that, and you've got very stale air, essentially the sensors are going to be able to pick that up and tell you, potentially where your issue points are, and obviously, how you can kind of give advice on the app on how you can help deal with it. But humidity is a real kind of issue within the home at the minute. So we go through all these energy efficiency measures, we're sealing our homes, we're making them completely airtight so we don't get any of that cold draft coming in, but then we're not letting any of that humidity out, or we're not extracting enough of it. And then we end up with kind of like, mouldy, kind of poor air quality homes. So there's actually a law coming out 27th of October next year. Next month I meant. Essentially AWAB's law, and essentially that's going to kind of focus on, currently it's just focusing on damp and mould, but it will extend over the next 2 years to other areas as well of, fire, CO, radiation, all kinds of things, to be fair.